So they told me after warm-ups that I was going to go in the first and probably start the second. And so I was in my head, I was telling myself, Jordan, there's no need to be nervous. Like, this is just basketball. Like, it is, you know what I'm saying? It's what you've been doing since you were a kid. And that was kind of like my message to myself, along with, like, stuff like do your job. Like, sprint the floor. Like, be a Celtic. Like, represent a Celtic while you're on the court. So that was kind of like the mentality going into it. But I was definitely excited and very happy to hear that news.
And you mentioned the nerves. Is there a little bit of that going in the first compared to, going in at the end of the game?
Yeah, it's a little different. It's definitely a different feeling. But luckily today they were, we was already up 30 in the first, so it was like, obviously it took some of the load off. But it's definitely a different feeling. I think tonight I played like 18 minutes. Like it was real minutes. It was different, but I was definitely prepared for it.
Yeah, what stood out to you? The speed, the intensity, even, they hit you with a couple foul calls early. What kind of stood out to just the pace of the NBA game?
Yeah, I feel like the physicality is different. Like it's on another level. It could be just small, like sneaky stuff that refs don't see, that maybe y'all don't see, or maybe we don't see. But you'll feel it. Like somebody will do it to you, and you'll definitely feel it and know that it happened. It's just small stuff like that kind of like the defense does whatever they can to get you out of your rhythm. I try to do it myself sometimes, but it happened a lot tonight while I was on the court, and obviously got to be tough through everything, but. It's definitely the physicality of it, the pace, and then just the speed of which things go from fast to slow.
And you got a couple breakout opportunities there. What happened on those? Looked like you slipped up a little bit on the first one.
Yeah, the first one, I feel like he slapped my arm, and I was like, he slapped it, and I was like, I'm a rookie. Let me just get back on defense. And then the second one, I was like, Drew, bro. I wanted him to throw it lob. I was hoping he thought he heard me, like telepathically. Obviously, he didn't because I didn't say it. So he threw a little bounce pass. I was like, dang, I slipped. My feet were kind of slipped up. Ross is all the time. Like I trip on the lines. So I'm goofy. So I tripped up a little bit and ended up missing the layup. But, it's all part of the game.
What do you feel like you got most from, you spent most of the first half up in Maine. You were able to spend that road trip, in Miami, New York with the team, a little bit more time with them. I feel like you're starting to get more connected with the group and, the coaching staff here and just starting to feel like you could be a little bit more involved in the second half?
It's a possibility. It's all about, what's best for the team. So if that involves me, being up here playing with them, then that's what it is. If it's not, then I'll go back to Maine, finish out the season there or whatever the case may be. But, I do enjoy, and I feel like the most important part of development is getting game reps. And if that is me in Maine getting game reps, then I'm perfectly fine with that. That's the usual, that's the norm for me anyway. So, if I go back, it'll be just like going home.
I was saying, I saw you doing some stairs before the game in the stands. What happened? How'd that happen?
It was freezing in the gym when we got out there. So I worked out back here before I went on the court trying to get warm. And I went out there. I was warm. I went out there. I froze up. Like, it was freezing. So you were like, yo, Ross, how can we warm up? He was like, let's just do a couple stairs. I'm like, all right. We can do it once or twice. He's like, no. I'm going to do it multiple times to make sure you get warm. I said, all right, whatever. So we did that or whatnot. And then, obviously got to playing a little bit, which was fun.
What made you end up doing?
It was at least like 3 or 4 sets. Yeah, 3 or 4 sets, like 2 up and downs.
Your plans for the break?
Say again?
Your plans for the break?
I'm going home. I'm gonna visit Arkansas, go support their team, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just enjoy warm weather. Hopefully in Dallas it's warmer than here, but so that's my plan.
Appreciate it, George.
For sure.